Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the Conference Championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A nice little juke. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Dickerson trying the right side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On first down, it's Richardson. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Clancy escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Richardson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. To throw on 2nd down. Clancy. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Giants.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Off the play fake. Clancy sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Dickerson on the handoff. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
The Giants going to take over again on offense.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Clancy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Second and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running it. With Dickerson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept. Though jarring and free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Clancy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The ball comes out. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to said,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And the Saints are right back in this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and long. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means that.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the full start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Buchanan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's got his big tight end here. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 6. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Now the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's the NFC Championship game. It's the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now Graham on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Graham will throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Graham. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Oh, why are we doing this?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hunter. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hunter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Graham to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete.
The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
To throw on 2nd down, Clancy. To the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Richardson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
2nd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Clancy. Touchdown! It's complete. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he's got some space here. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after here coming up. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down, Clancy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Clancy. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
That was one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They'll run on first down. It's Richardson, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Clancy. And this is caught. Jennings. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Clancy. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Graham. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Clancy. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Out of the shotgun, Graham. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, here's Graham. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we've reached half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Off the play fake. Clancy. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Clancy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Off-play action. Clancy. Called in left side here by Jennings. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Graham going to set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's Graham to throw it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it with Hunter. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clancy. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Richardson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. Off the play fake. Clancy rolling to his right. That's caught out right by Jennings. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Clancy. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Hunter. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And here now come the Falcons.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, here's Graham. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw. Graham. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout off it.
Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And New York set to take the field.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Graham.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Clancy.
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 42.
And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.